I'm Hans Rey.
And I'm Steve Peat.
And we are here in Iceland to traverse the country from north to south.
Come and join us for the week.
Hans Rey and Steve Peat want to be the first mountain bikers to do a real north-to-south traverse of Iceland. One of the largest volcanic islands in the world and the most sparsely populated country in Europe. With a size of 103,000 square kilometers, Iceland is a little bigger than Hungary or Portugal and a little smaller than Cuba. They choose the month of August for their adventure, aiming for the best single track while crossing through the country's barren, isolated interior. Hans Rey is a global mountain bike legend and pioneer of the sport. He is a former trials biking world champion, mountain bike Hall of Fame inductee, and adventure biker riding over and through areas previously considered unrideable. Hans has traveled to over 70 countries around the globe and has been an inspiration to generations of mountain bikers. Mountain bike downhill world and European champion Steve Peat from Sheffield, England, is one of the most successful downhill racers of all time. The 41-year-old has 17 World Cup victories to his name, 52 World Cup podiums, and 9 British titles.
It's good to be here in Iceland. When Hans first gave me the call and email about this trip, like any time I get an email or a call from the legend that's Hans Rey, I got excited.
Gotta love my job, you know, traveling the world, doing these adventures at places where nobody has ridden before, and having a guy like Steve Peat along. I mean, he is the legend when it comes to downhill mountain bike racing, and to be in the position to follow or try to follow his tire tracks. You know, it's not that easy to hang with him, but riding some of the most stunning natural trails out there, you know, let the adventure begin.
My name is Runar Omarson. I'm a local mountain biker here in Iceland. I've been mountain biking more or less for the last 20-25 years, although I did my first mountain bike trip in Iceland when I was 15 at 1985 on a 10-speed bike. So I was the lucky guy who got to meet Hans, and even more exciting that he brought Steve Peat with him. And I got to take them on to all the best trails across Iceland.
It's quite amazing to travel through this country. I've flown over here many times on my way from America to Europe, and I was always wondering what it was like.
To travel light with day packs only, the three riders plan each single stage and their logistics support with Ice Bike Adventures, a local family-owned company offering guided mountain bike trips.
It's about to get real. We're here, finally, on the north coast in Iceland. We met up earlier with Gunnar, our local buddy, who also wanted to do a traverse all his life, and same for me. So we're gonna start today traversing Iceland.
The group started in the afternoon near the coastline just below the Arctic Circle, aiming for Dettifoss Waterfalls, a 50-kilometer ride powered by the midnight sun.
It's about 11 p.m. now, and as you can see, it's still light. It's pretty awesome. The sun's only just gone down, and the full moon's popping out there. But you see on the little edge over there, that's the Arctic Circle. We basically set off this morning at 65 degrees, and the Arctic Circle is 66 degrees north, so we're almost there.
In the morning, the support vehicle takes off for a 250-kilometer detour around the highlands that Hans, Steve, and Runar are about to cross. Their driver Magna will meet them on the other side, since the only direct route is impassable by jeep.
So we are here, and we need to go all the way down here to get down onto the trail here in Drekagil and Aska. The road is very harsh, and it's basically not a fun trail to do, but we have to do it in order to cross the country.
This is all dirt road?
It's a rough
Where are
gravel
we meeting
road.
Magne then tonight?
Well,
Over here somewhere.
yeah,
right?
Magni will pick us up over on the other side,
Okay.
but depending on the snow conditions, because I've heard there's a lot of snow.
What?
So we might just need to either hike a lot or change the plan.
We've been riding now for quite a while today on these gravel roads. We're in the middle of the highlands, and we are approaching now the mountainous area, and there's actually quite a lot more snow than we expected. So we have to see what to do next.
We got there and we started to discuss day 3, and the ranger down there told us that the area we were heading to on day 3 was a 55-ish K hike over snowfields. So we took a little run up the hill and had a look at the snow up there, and
Iceland is having the coldest summer in 50 years, so the snow conditions are a lot worse than the group expected. This season, not even hikers have crossed the only pass between the north and south. Are Hans, Steve, and Runa ready to push and carry their bikes for more than 50 kilometers?
Kom med vän.
Það náttúrulega bara þannig að verður að koma.
Well, it looks like we hit the wrong summer here for this traverse. There's snow in the highlands for the next 50 or so, 60k.
it's a huge shame that we have to skip this little section. We took a bit of a gamble here, knowing that there was snow on the hill, but we just hit snowfields that so long there's no way of getting through. I'm really struggling with my knee. I had ACL surgery not long ago, and the knee keeps giving way on the snow when I slip a little bit, so I'm struggling really bad, and I don't think I'll make it. It's 50 or 60 kilometers of more stuff like this, and I feel bad for the boys, but I can't make it personally, I don't think.
After calling their support vehicle and asking Magna to turn around and fetch them, the guys ride back to their camp in Drekagil. Hans, Steve, and Runa are extremely disappointed, but there is nothing they can do. After dinner, they melt their sorrows about the snowfields in a volcanic setting, soaking their muscles in a hot lava-heated river at about 42 degrees Celsius.
Good to have a support vehicle, I know that. Today we finally met up at Magna again. He came to get us since we couldn't cross the snowfield, which is probably a good thing because word has it it's snowing up there right now. Weather turned on us. We got to transfer on the other side of the mountain and keep going.
They say an adventure isn't an adventure until things start to go wrong. The group's support vehicle is an off-road trailer with gargantuan 36-inch tires to conquer the deep rivers, snowfields, and sandy sections along the way. But somewhere in the remote wilderness of Iceland, the car breaks down. Magna tries to get support by phone.
The rear wheel is falling off. Something seriously broken in the axle, and so we are stopping. We're stopped, and we need to get cars to get you guys. And I have a better look at this and find another car to go on tomorrow.
The keeper of their next refuge comes to rescue the mountain bikers. Support driver Magnus spends the night in his Land Rover, waiting for the mechanics from Reykjavik. With the right spare parts, they're able to repair the off-roader. The next morning, it's still raining, and the weather forecast augurs badly for the upcoming days.
Scott's camera got soaking wet. Our photographer, we lost the camera, and things were just like we were soaking wet. You know, river crossings and the harsh wind and the coldness. You know, I remember that night my feet were still frozen in the sleeping bag. You know, like well after we finished riding that day.
Very good to go to the hot spring.
No. Feels good to be back on the bikes. We're gonna do an awesome trail. Runar told us it's one of the best on the island. You can see the ridge behind me. We're gonna go way back that valley and up over the ridge, and with a killer descent on the other side. So it's gonna be another long day.
Flanked by majestic glaciers, colorful ridges, giant river deltas, and endless lava fields, the mountain bikers enjoy the natural single trail that twists its way through the stunning scenery.
are in Iceland. The last few days have been a pretty major roller coaster. We've had a lot of really bad weather, we've had trouble with the truck, and a couple of grueling days really, but we get rewarded today with this kind of view and this kind of mountain range. Looks beautiful, huh?
Look at this. Some volcanic activity down below, an old lava field, and back down there in that delta, this is where we came from.
Before pitching camp, the riders have to look after their bikes as the many water crossings through sulfur streams and the volcanic sand start taking their toll on their equipment.
Carry me, angel, please, far from here.
Another stage, another step closer to the south coast. But not quite yet. I need a few minutes. Wake up, home slice. Oh, good morning. It's a little early. Don't feel like I slept enough.
So stage 6 starts once again with liquid sunshine, as the Hawaiians are wont to call rain. And the scenery that unveils itself on Iceland's popular Lagavigur trail actually reminds Hans Rey of the famous Napali coast on Hawaii, with its rugged mountains, black soil, and lush green ridges. This is paradise for the skilled mountain bikers.
We just had a nice bit of trail there. We came all the way down from the gorge up there, you can see. Real fast, flowy single track. It's been fun. We've been getting quite a few kilometres out the way. We just arrived at a little peak here, looking over a gorge. We're about 520 metres at the moment, so not too far from the ocean. We're making some distance and getting closer to the coast.
On the way from Laugar to Persmuk, Hans, Steve, and Runar feel like dwarves in a giant setting. The stunning landscape brings epic films like Lord of the Rings to mind. The group enjoys the long Iceland summer days as they need all the time and light for the long distances they have to cover each day.
Here we are, last morning of our Iceland traverse. It's been a pretty longish week, but it's been fun and we've seen some beautiful places. Where we camped here for the last night has been pretty awesome. I don't get to camp too often on trips like this, so to be able to do it here in Iceland has been pretty nice. We've had some nice places, and the trail itself has been really nice too. Lots of great downhills, lots of long traverses across the side of mountains and stuff like that. A lot of it I kind of expected coming to Iceland, but it was more beautiful than I even thought it was going to be. Today is our last day, but it's going to be a huge day, probably one of our longest yet.
The last day turns out to be the longest, revealing everything Iceland has to offer. The three have to do a lot of climbing, pushing, and hiking to reach the gorgeous ridges above Iceland's most beautiful canyons. And they have to cross several miles of snowfields.
Very tiring day here. It's forever going everything. The climb was long. We had to cross a snowfield for probably, I want to say, 3.5 to 4 miles. There was like probably 15 different huge snowfields that were unrideable pretty much. And now we have this long downhill along this canyon here with beautiful waterfalls. And we're almost at Skogar Falls, which is one of the big ones here in Iceland. And our trip will be over because right behind me is the coast.
The final descent of the trip on the famous Fimmvörðuháls route, a seemingly endless trail that is lined with very big and powerful waterfalls, offers every terrain a mountain biker can wish for, from rough and rocky to smooth and fast. By the time the three friends reach Skogafoss, Iceland's largest waterfall on the southern coast and the final destination of the traverse, it's almost dark. Hans Rey has dreamed for over 20 years about crossing Iceland from north to south. Now the mission is completed and another trip on his bucket list is checked off. But knowing Hans Rey, we won't have to wait long for his next adventure.